Dave, a disappointing afternoon. What's your assessment of where that went wrong for your team?
Listen, when you play against a team that are scrapping for their lives, what you can't do is give them a leg up, and we did that in the first half. We gave them something to hold on to. But as much as I spoke last week about moments, they've, I suppose, took their moments and we've not took our moments. Again, disappointed as I am and we are, if you really break it down, I suggest we probably had 6 big chances, and you have to take those chances. 2 glaring ones in the first half and at least 4 in the second half. And if you're going to not take those chances, then some could have an argument you don't deserve to win a game.
Yeah, 15 shots to their 3, and I suppose timing of some of those opportunities as well. You think of the ones either side of half time for Macca and Woods as maybe the big ones.
Woods should have a hat-trick today, and I know people will be critical of him at times. He does great for us, but he's got to be a killer. The one where, listen, I'm not talking about the officials. The one where they cleared it off the line and put it out for the corner that he gives a goal kick for. He shouldn't be heading that back across goal. He should be heading that at goal, with a conviction of a selfish goal scorer. But like I say, there are big chances aside from that, which we've got to take. You have to take advantage of, because it was always going to be difficult the way the pitch was. It was always going to, in part, suit them more than it suited us. With what the game was going to be, it always sort of looked like it was going to be more of a scrappy affair. Like I say, I don't think the game was handled really well. But like I say, we've just got to focus on what we do. And like I say, disappointed as we are, you always are after you've not won football matches. But we'll break it down and see where we can improve and the bits we need to be better.
I know you won't look for excuses, but how disruptive was the loss of Ethan Pye, not just in terms of his absence, but the way you've had to rejig what's been a very settled back line in recent weeks?
I'm not one for excuses at all. Be clear. Ethan Pye could have been sold in January or might not be here next year, so is that then the excuse for not winning matches? Nah. I've said before, everyone will tell me they should play. We'd have, again, if Ethan had been fit, we'd have again potentially picked a different sort of back line, but that, like I say, that's an excuse. You want it to be an excuse, it's not for me.
It's a disappointment in terms of the manner of the goals as well, as opposed to space in particular, that Bennett has twice to get the ball into the box for the first goal.
Well, the first goal's a really poor decision by Abbey on like I say, not a pitch. Should be rolling the ball inside to Tanto's feet. Not Tanto's strength gives the ball away, and a free header within or in our 6-yard box, nowhere near good enough. You sort of then looking at potentially going into half time knowing we've made one mistake, one bad decision, and then we proceed to not tackle in the middle of the park and allow a shot to go away that gets deflected and goes in. So from 1-0 you sort of I suppose you're in the game. From 2-0 I still felt we were in the game, but obviously we needed the next goal. But you can't give teams that are scrapping their lives something to hang on to and allow them to play the game that they want to play, and that's what we did.
Looking for positives today, Sam Cosgrove comes off the bench and his presence alone up front seemed to cause problems for them.
It did, but he gave stupid fouls away, which played into the hands of what they wanted to do. But again, when you are chasing the game, we felt it was going to be more maybe rewarding to us to go direct back to front, try and pick on second balls, get the ball wide, and then cross the ball. And we've had good opportunities on the back of that. Like I say, the concern is that we've not taken them opportunities because they're big chances, and the goalkeeper we've made work maybe once. The others are opportunities and chances that we shouldn't be giving him a chance to save.
A bad day's then compounded in stoppage time with a red card for Callum Connolly, which again is going to cause a little bit of a rethink in your defence for next week.
It will, but it is what it is. Like I say, it's cheap. I'm not sure it's a yellow card. Certainly referees will tell me that a second yellow card is different to a first yellow card. Both of them look like they've slipped. One's gone down, referee has booked him, and then is unaware that he's previously booked him. Whether that affects his decision, I'm not too sure. But a cheap one. But listen, again, if you want to use that as an excuse, using an excuse, I'd be more concerned if I was Callum, because he's out the team, and someone else will get an opportunity.
I'm sure you'd like a midweek game to bounce straight back in. You've got to wait a week now for the visit of Blackpool, who are going well under Steve Bruce right now.
Yeah, no, I'm not too fussed about a midweek game. It gives us the opportunity to work on things. It gives us the opportunity for more players that are either on the fringes of the squad and not had minutes to get some more training into their legs, or lads who are closer to fitness to be back involved and back in the squad. So listen, we'll travel home and we'll work out what next week looks like, and look forward to, like I say, next Saturday's game back at home.
Just finally, quickly on Ethan Pye, do you expect him to be back for that one?
Yeah, he's had the trots, shall we say. There's been a bit of it flying around. Odin was ill with it, Yoppa was ill with it, Yanni's been ill, and Ethan's obviously picked it up, so he's not been in since Tuesday. I imagine he'll be back with us either today and done something, or certainly Monday. And obviously, unless it's a super bug, then I would imagine he'll be over it and back available for next weekend.
Appreciate your time, Dave. Thank you.
Welcome, cheers, thank you.